Right guys, so it is 20 past 8 in the morning, and this morning we're heading off into immigration to get my brand new residence certificate of residence that I need to get my new driving license. So look how busy it is already. Immigration, it was the same yesterday morning. I had to come down yesterday morning and put in the application, and then you go and pick up the residence certificate the next day. And look, it's got so busy in Chiang Mai, everybody now has to park on the pavement going up to the airport, and it's not even open yet. Yeah, it's just super busy, man. I'm glad I don't have to go into the main visa part. Look how busy it is, man. There's people queued up outside. I don't know if you can see it, but it is just rammed. This is the first time I've done it on my own and saved a few dollars. We're going to talk about that when I come out. So I'm going to go and get it, and then we're going to go down to the Land and Transport Office down in May here, and I'm going to put in my forms for my Thai license renewal. That's what I'm going for, guys, for people that don't watch the channel. I've already got a Thai driving license, motorcycle license, but it runs out next month, so I'm going down to renew it. So it's a little bit easier than going for your first Thai license, if you know what I mean. There is a myth, there's an old myth that you can get a residence certificate the next day from immigration. That's a lie. You can. You pay 500 baht and you can come and pick it up the next day. Back in the day, they never used to do that. You could only apply for it and wait up to 2 months, I think it was, to have it delivered to your house. You could always get an agent to do it as well. The agent will charge 1,000 to 1,500. That's what I used to do, so I just couldn't be bothered. And this time I thought, man, I'm just going to go and do it myself and pay 500 baht. And it took me about 45 minutes waiting yesterday, so it'd be a lot easier today just to go and pick it up. And yeah, this is how I'm going to do it now. You don't need a residence certificate too often. Opening a bank account, get your license every 2 years, and a few other things. I'm hoping to get the 5-year license today. I don't think I will, but there's a little chance they might give me the 5-year driving license. So I'm going to go in and pick this up, and then I'm going to come out and I'll let you know if I've got it, which I should do. It's there waiting for me, 500 baht. And as I said, we're going to walk down. We're going to ride down to get the new license then. So they got a screening point and everything now, look. Chock-a-block already, man. So you got to go through this screening point, and I'm going to turn the camera off. Right guys, so I've got the residence certificate again. I was in there about 15 minutes. There's a queue, massive queue. There is every day now. It's high season. Normally, yesterday I thought, should I just pay the agent again? So I always just pay. I'm glad I've done it this way now. I'm always going to do it this way, because you can just go in and pay you save 500 baht as well. It's a little bit of queuing up time, a little bit of hassle, mingling with tourists, hundreds of them. But it wasn't too bad, man. It wasn't too bad. I could quite easily do it again. Right, second stop of the morning, the Land and Transport Office down in May here, right next to the big sea. So 5 minutes down Hang Dong Road, you're at the main transport place. Make sure I've got everything, because there's paperwork galore for anything in Thailand. And just something as simple as renewing your license, it's, you know, you have to go through a bit of stuff. It's not like major, but still a bit of an headache. But once you get to know, once you live in, you get to know things, you don't really need agents, guys. That's what I want to say. Learn to do things yourself and you will be sorted. You'll be in good stead for the future. Once you've done it once, you will know. I've been down here before, so I know where to go. I know I need to go upstairs, and hopefully the lady is going to say, yes, you've got everything we need. You don't need no more paperwork. So let's do it. Give you a quick look at the old, very old transport office. It's gridlocked down here as well. Car park's full. It's about 9:15. Not going to be able to take the camera in, so hopefully I'll see you in a bit with my brand new license, and then I'm going to talk about what you need and what to do. 2 hours later, I am out. I was ready to do somebody in, man. There's people in there shoving, getting in your way. But I've done it, man. And do you know what the best thing is? I've got the 5-year license. Yes, mate. I've got the 5-year one. So when you start out, if you're on long-term visas, or the first one you get is for 2 years. And then there's stories online that you keep getting 2-year ones all the time. But I've got the 5-year one. It runs out at the end of 2028. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that, guys. I'm happy. 5-year driving license in Thailand. Yes, that made it all worthwhile for waiting there, because yeah, I was getting a bit, you know, there's people in there shoving you out of the way. But it's quite an hectic time of year to get it, guys. So if you can, it's probably best to, I know everybody's not here in low season and stuff, but that would probably be a better time to go in there and do your new license, you know, June, July, or, you know, when it's not so busy. But I'm all good. 5 years, man. Let's go and get a green tea. Gonna sit down. I'm just gonna tell you what I had to do. It could help somebody, right? 5 years, mate. 5 more years on the road. Okay, guys, so I'm back and I've got my brand new license, my brand new 5-year license. In fact, it's over 5 years. They've done 5 years and to my birthday. They never done that last time, but yeah, it's worked out over 5 years. So yeah, I'm really happy. I've got the new license, and yeah, it's been playing on my mind a little bit. It was running out. It's relatively easy to get, guys, but it's just hassle, like everything in Thailand is. Paperwork and things you gotta get, but it's simple. It's not too difficult, and I'm all good to go. So we're gonna sit down and I'm just gonna run through the things that you need and anything else you need to do to renew a license. So this is the first time I've had to renew my Thai license. I had the one that I had before was the first Thai license I had. So this vlog is basically for having the Thai driving license. I'm not sure if it's the same if you're trying to renew from a international license or convert from one back home. That this vlog is probably not for that, but I would say it's quite similar. So you can renew your license up to 3 months before it expires, and mine had, what was it, just over 3 weeks left on it. It had, so I thought I'm going to get it done quick sharp, then I'm all set for the new year and I haven't got to worry about riding around anywhere. So you know, it's easy to look up online. I looked up, and you know what you got to get. You got to get the resident certificate, which we'll talk about in a minute. You got to get a medical certificate, which is 100 baht from basically any hospital or any doctor's office. It will range between 100 and 150 baht. For the medical certificate, it's nothing. You don't have to worry. They're not going to check you like in detail or nothing. All they do is check your heart. What else did they do? Took my blood pressure and just asked me a few questions. That was it. Took my weight as well and height. So the next thing you need is the dreaded resident certificate. This is the one that many people find trouble getting, and it's pretty simple really. I think it's a little bit more difficult on the tourist visa. I can't really comment on the tourist visa. If you're on a long-term visa, you need to show your, well, for all resident certificate, you need to show your proof of address, TM30, landlady's book or ID or something, and that's what you need to do to get the resident certificate. As I was saying in the earlier vlog when I was down at immigration, back in the day you used to pay a fee at immigration, and you would have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get it. Or you could pay an agent and get it the next day. Now the immigration do the next day as part of their service, so you can go to immigration, pay 500 baht and get it the next day. I think it's 50 baht if you wait through the post. So it's just better to pay the 500 baht and then you go back and pick it up the next day. So that's what I done, because you need a resident certificate to open a bank account. Virtually to do anything here, guys, you need that resident certificate, and that certificate is only valid for 30 days. So you need to get a move on once you get it. So I think I've had like 3 now for the first driving license, for the bank account, and for this license again. Yeah, you need a photocopy of your TM30, your visa page and your photo page in your passport. So yeah, they're the only printouts you need, and you need to sign them all as well and put it together with your doctor's note and your resident certificate. So once you got all your docs together, a foreigner doesn't need to make an appointment at the transport office. You can go down and go up the stairs like I've shown a bit in a vlog, and go to the desk where it says foreigners here, and you hand over all your stuff. You got to give your old license as well and your passport. They'll check everything over. You sit down again. It took 2 hours for me this time, and they call you up again, give you a number, you go to another desk and you pay, I think it's 230 baht I paid for the new license. And then you go into the photo room, sit down, they take your photo and they print the license out there and then. I mean, it's all pretty simple really. It's just a bit of a ball ache. For people that know, that come to Thailand, you know how it is. It's just running around a little bit, getting some paperwork, paying for this paperwork as well. I think it comes to like 1,000 baht by the time you've bought the resident certificate, paid for the license. But it's always good to be legal, and having your license and your insurance, that's separate, but it's just good to have that license, guys. I would recommend that. On a serious note, get the license, even if you gotta go for 2 days training. It's dog eat dog on the roads here now. It always has been, but this time of year it is absolutely nuts, and you never know what can go wrong. It just makes me feel that little bit safer knowing I'm licensed, you know, and my insurance will be valid if anything happens. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to keep this one as short as I can. I'm not going to keep waffling on. It's just a little video that can help, more tips about Chiang Mai and things that can help somebody. I know people need license here and renewing, so it could come in handy anyway. So I'm going to stop waffling. Got me new 5-year Bobby Dazzler driving license, so we're going to be going on more trips now, man. I ain't got to worry for 5 lovely jubbly years. Hope you're all safe and sound as always, guys, and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy, man. Take it easy.